Namaste and welcome to Mindfully Yoga. My name is Ryan. Today's yoga class is a full body yoga flow practice. Before we start the practice, please remember to like this video and subscribe to my channel Mindfully Yoga, as your support provides me the motivation to continue doing what I'm doing and share my love of yoga with the rest of the world. So let's get started. We're going to find our way into a comfortable seat. Place your hands wherever they feel the most comfortable and close your eyes. Taking a soft inhale and a soft exhale. Now soften the shoulders away from the ears and sit a little bit taller. Let's connect with our breath for a few moments before we start the practice. Place your attention to the tips of your nostrils as you begin to observe your inhales and exhales. Two more breaths here. Now softly open your eyes. We're just going to bring our palms to touch first. Separate the fingers and then interlace the fingers. So just moving through a couple of wrist stretch. A lot of the times we tend to spend on our hands and our knees in yoga. It's always good to warm up the wrists a little bit. And now extend the right hand forward and hold on to the fingers of right hand with the left hand, and then pull the right fingers towards your belly. So just feeling that stretch in the forearms. One more breath here. And then swap. So the right hand now holding on to the fingertips of the left hand, and then just noticing the stretch. It's also good to notice the difference between the two sides of the body as well. Fantastic. And then bring the hands down. Now, take your hands up to the sky on the inhale. Bring the palms to touch. Place the right thumb on top of the left. And then twist towards your left hand side. Lower your gaze towards the floor. Lift and reach. One more breath. Let's complete the twist now. Place the right hand outside the left knee, left hand behind you. Sit tall, and then maybe you're able to twist deeper by taking your gaze towards the back of the room. One more breath here. Come back to center. On the inhale, take the hands to your sky, palms touch. This time, placing the left thumb on top of the right. And then twist, turning to your right hand side. Reminder to keep your gaze down towards the ground as you soften it. And again, let's complete the twist on this side by placing the left hand on the right knee. Right hand goes behind you. Pressing a little bit more firmly into the knee so you can twist a little bit more. Open the right shoulder a little bit more. Maybe the gaze will go towards the back of the room. One more breath here. And now coming back to center. Place your left fingertips outside. Right hand reaches up and over as we go into a side bend. Making sure that both sit bones are grounded. So if your right glute begins to lift, you will know you've gone too far. Now you may choose to place the palm of the left hand down and soften the elbow towards the hips. One more breath here. Now let's windmill the arms to the other side. Place the right fingertips outside. Left hand reaches up and over. So keeping that elbow as straight as possible and reminder to keep the sit bones grounded. At any stage when you feel comfortable, the right palm can come onto the ground as we soften the right elbow towards the right hip. One more breath here. Come back to center. From here, let's make our way into all fours. We're going to arrive with our wrists below our shoulders and our knees below our hips. Once you're here, untuck your toes and aiming for a flat back. Few rounds of cat cow here. On the inhale, lower the belly towards the ground. On the exhale, round the upper back. So with every inhale, trying to lift the tailbone as much as you can. And with the exhale, tucking the chin into the chest, pushing the mat away. Just noticing the tilting of the pelvis here. One more round. And now coming back to center. We're going to move into child's pose. Bring the big toes to touch each other and take your knees as wide as the mat. Hips sink towards the heels as we lower the tailbone towards the back of the room. Once you're here, lift the head. Walk the hands to the left side. Place the right palm on top of the left if it's available, and then lower your head down onto the ground. If the right palm doesn't arrive on top of the left, it's okay. Just place the hands next to each other. Let's lift up and walk the hands to the other side, to the right side of the room. Place the left palm on top of the right. Two more breaths here as you notice the side body here. Coming back to center and then to all fours. Now let's walk our hands one palm length forward. Tuck our toes. Press the finger knuckles into the mat. Spread the fingers out wide and begin to lift the hips towards the sky as we arrive in down dog. Now in down dog, if the heels don't reach the floor, you're welcome to bring a bend into your knees. And we're trying to push our belly towards our thighs. And there's an ease and steadiness in our breath here. Now slowly walk your feet to your hands, coming into a forward fold at the top edge of the mat. When you're here, bring a generous bend into your knees and hold on to the opposite elbows. Let the head hang heavy as we sway from side to side. Noticing the lengthening in the hamstrings and the lower back. Now release the fingertips back onto the mat. On the inhale, come into a halfway lift. Hands on your shins as we arrive in a flat back. On the exhale, fold forward. Inhale to rise as the hands go towards the sky. On the exhale, hands to heart center as we fold all the way down. Inhale to halfway lift, hands on the shins. Exhale to fold. Let's step back to a high plank. Once you arrive in a high plank, the wrists are below the shoulders, heels pressed towards the back of the room. Engage your glutes here, draw the ribs and the lower belly in. Crown of the head going towards the front of the room, gaze to the top edge of the mat. Lower the knees to the mat, untuck the toes. And with control, we come all the way down. Chest arrives on the mat before the pubic bone. Inhale into a baby cobra, press into the tops of the feet. Exhale, tuck your toes. Meet me in downward facing dog. Walk your feet to your hands again as we come into a forward fold. at the top edge of the mat or towards the top of the mat. Inhale to halfway lift as you glide your hands on your shins. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise as the hands go towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center as we fold all the way down. Once we are here, we want to take the left foot and step it to the back of the mat. So we're in a runner's lunge as if we're preparing for a race. The right knee is above the right ankle and begin to lift the torso towards the sky as we come up. Palms will face each other in high lunge and keeping the right knee above the right ankle as much as possible. Gaze straight ahead and drawing the ribs and the lower belly in. Let's take one more nourishing breath here. Now softly open the back foot at a 90-degree angle towards the side of the room and then meet me in Warrior Two. Hands go in opposite directions, gaze straight ahead. Press through all four corners of both feet into the mat. One more breath here. Now let's straighten the front knee on the inhale. On the exhale, reach forward and then down to triangle, Trikonasana. So both palms are now facing the left side, fingers spread wide. Lift and reach with the left side of the chest towards the ceiling. And if it feels okay, look towards your left thumb. Two more breaths here. Now bend the front knee and pivot on the ball of the back foot as we arrive in a runner's lunge again. We're going to soften to the left knee towards the ground and then kick the leg forward as we come into forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale to fold, Uttanasana. Inhale to rise, hands go towards the sky, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to heart center as we fold all the way down. Let's take the right foot and step it to the back of the mat. Left knee above the left ankle and then come to rise as the hands go towards the sky. Coming into high lunge, Ashta Chandrasana. Left knee above the left ankle as the hands lift and reach towards the sky. I want to gently square the hips here, left hip back, right hip forward. And then drawing the ribs and the lower belly in. Let's take two nourishing breaths here. Well done. Let's go into Warrior Two. Right toes point to the right side as the hands go in opposite directions. Left knee above the left ankle, so open the left hip slightly here to bring the left knee in line with your middle toe, big toe, and press through all four corners of your feet into the mat. Gaze straight ahead as if you're looking far away to the distance. Now, on the inhale, straighten the front knee. On the exhale, reach forward and then down to triangle. Both palms now facing the right side, arms in line with each other, fingers spread wide. Lift and reach with the right side of the chest to the ceiling. And a reminder, if it feels okay for the neck, look towards your right. One more breath here. Let's come into runner's lunge now. All toes face the front as we pivot on the ball of the back foot, lifting the back heel off the mat. We're going to step back to a high plank. Lower both knees to the mat, untuck the toes, going into supported chaturanga, hugging the elbows into the ribs as we lower down. Inhale, press into the tops of the feet, come into a baby cobra. Exhale, come into downward facing dog. Two more breaths here. And now slowly ripple forward into high plank. Lower the knees onto the ground. Cross your legs. And take a seat as you extend your legs towards the front. So you might just have to wiggle forward, not back. until we arrive here. Coming into seated butterfly. Bring the soles of the feet to touch. So I'll face you for this one. Wrap your hands around your feet. On the inhale, fill up. On the exhale, draw the shoulders away from the ears. Now you're welcome to stay here, or you can begin to fold forward. Just using your exhales to fold a little bit deeper into the pose. And now straightening the spine. Keep the soles of the feet touching for now, and then turn the left knee inside the right foot. You're making an L shape with the legs, and we're going to turn to our right side into deer pose. Now you're welcome to stay here, or you can place your palms and elbows onto the ground. Coming back to center, and then swapping over to the other side. Turning to your left hand side now and staying upright or lowering down onto your forearms and your elbows. Come back to center. We're going to keep the left knee bent and extend the right leg towards the front. Place the left foot on the inside of your right thigh and the right leg extends. On the inhale, lift and reach your hands. On the exhale, level to spine, seeking the outer edges of your foot. You're welcome to also bring a bend into your knee if the hand doesn't reach the foot, or place the hand somewhere on the shin or ankle. Slowly beginning to straighten the spine and then swapping over, left leg long, right foot inside the left thigh. On the inhale, lift and reach. On the exhale, wrap your hands around your left leg. And again, reminder to either bend your knee or place your hands somewhere on the shin or ankles and softly folding forward. One more breath. Now begin to straighten the spine, lengthen the legs, and then come to lie down onto the mat. Once you're here, bend both knees, place the feet on the mat. Place your hands by your side. We're going to press into the palms and the heels, and then lift the pelvis towards the sky. Now, once you lift the pelvis here in bridge pose, engaging the glutes, and visualizing a tennis ball between your chin and your throat. Now slowly come down, vertebra at a time. We're going to cross the left ankle on the right knee and then go into reclined pigeon from here. So hands interlace behind the right knee or around the right knee. It's up to you. Now slowly return the foot to the mat and then swapping over, placing the left foot on the mat and the right ankle on the left knee. Hands interlace behind the left knee or around the left knee. One more breath here. And then gently return the foot to the mat, followed by the right foot. Hug both knees into the chest. Maybe a gentle rock from side to side, massaging the lower back. Now roll on to your favorite side and then slowly come up into a seat. We're going to bring our hands to heart center. As the palms touch, thumbs press into the sternum and softly close our eyes. One soft inhale, followed by one soft exhale. Bring the thumbs to third eye center to your lips and to your heart. From my heart to yours, namaste. Thank you very much for joining me for this practice today. Wherever you're in the world, have a great morning, amazing afternoon, or an awesome evening. I will see you soon on the mat. Namaste.